Hi there, I'm Chef Nick Nolan with Triple Vine Catering, and today we're here to make a fish dish. One of my favorite fishes is Branzino, so the dish is going to be a sweet potato, honey roasted with Calabrian chili roasted broccolini with garlic, and a caper white wine brown butter sauce to finish. I like using Branzino because it's really flaky, clean, and it comes out of the Mediterranean, and we use it a lot for our weddings and things like that. So here at Triple Vine, this is where we prep our majority of our food, and then we take it on site and execute events and weddings, corporate events, private dinners, and things like that. So I'm going to start off. I already have the broccolini is roasted, it's marked on a grill, and then I'm just going to finish it in the oven until it's fully cooked with some garlic, Calabrian chili, and just a little bit more oil to kind of get it going. So I'm going to start with that. This dish should take about 20 minutes to start to finish. So just to kind of give you an idea, the sweet potatoes have been mildly peeled and mildly cooked with honey, oil, salt, and pepper. So I'm just going to warm them back up to kind of get them a little bit more crisp. And then this, I'm going to start with making the sauce. So just a simple sauce pot. I start off by taking some butter, and we're going to make brown butter. So what I do is I just start off by making the butter, I start by heating the butter up and turn it into brown butter. And the way you know it's not going to be black is just before it turns brown. So it should take maybe like two to 3 minutes. So we'll start with that. In the meantime, I'm going to start to get my pan hot for my fish. So on the Branzino, it has skin on. So I like to start by seasoning the backside, because that's the side I'm going to start cooking it on first. So just a little bit of salt and pepper on both sides. And whenever you're seasoning, you always want to make sure that you cover the entire surface, so that way it tastes like something. So the brown butter is almost there. I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. My pan is almost done. If it's cooking oil, some just vegetable oil is fine. So butter is super close. So what we're looking for is it to almost be like a sear or a sizzle that's really, it's almost gonna crackle. That's how I know it's hot. So it's not quite there yet. So the butter is brown now, and I'm gonna add some onion and some garlic. Some capers, and a couple sprigs of thyme. Thyme's always nice for this dish. And then I let it sweat out. And sweat out, what that means is it's just kind of softening the vegetables. And then, so my pan's hot. So now it's ready to be added. The fish is ready. So you can hear that it's a lot more, it's starting to sizzle harder, which is going to give you a lot more of a crispy skin, which is always nice. push it down a little bit, because what it's going to want to do is it's going to want to bow, and it's not going to want to stay flat. So you just kind of work with a fish bat and just kind of push into it, and then just turn the heat down a little bit. I got my sauce is working, and then I hit it with a little bit of white wine. And I know it's ready when the vegetables are a little bit more cooked. So whenever I like to sear fish, I kind of like to take a peek at it and kind of see where I'm at. So I just make sure I'm not, overdoing it or underdoing it. Make sure it's not sticking. And that will help by adding the right amount of oil. It's almost like it's swimming in it. So this is looking good. So what I'm doing is I'm just letting that white wine kind of reduce, like let the alcohol come off. And so it just tastes like the fruit of the grapes. So when I know that the fish is ready to be flipped, I kind of take a peek at it again. It's usually about 1 to 2 minutes to sear on medium heat until it becomes crispy. It doesn't take long. The fish is very delicate and thin. So because it's so thin, it does cook really fast. So that is almost there. Now we'll just kind of wait. Here at Trumpet Vine, we kind of do all kinds of different cuisines. I like to kind of do food that I like to make and food that I like to eat. Something that's, healthy, substantial. Because when you're eating, you're there to get like nourished and replenished. Like you don't want to feel like you eat a bunch of fried food or heavy food. So it's kind of why I chose this dish as well. So the white wine has been reduced. I kind of smell it, so if it smells like alcohol still, then it's not ready, but I can smell that it smells like fruity, which means it's ready. So I'm going to deglaze it with a little bit of cream. And then let that come. What I'm going to do with that is just let that cook out and reduce maybe like for a minute or two to see what's done. So it's going to be richened up. So the fish, you can tell, because the fish is now a little golden around the edges. It's like a good indicator that it has become nice and crispy. So the fish is almost done. So I like to finish it with a little bit of butter. And a little bit of thyme. Like to baste it with a little bit of the butter and the thyme to kind of give it a nice flavor. And then it's pretty much ready. So that's ready. And this sauce is almost there as well. Salt, pepper. Just going to give this a second longer here. About cooking is it just takes a lot of patience. It's very approachable, I think that cooking, you don't have to make it crazy or anything for it to be good. So that's kind of where my approach is. Just simple is good. Try to be seasonal as best we can. Try to support our farmers and local guys because they're family people too. That's important. All right, so the veg is close. To give it about maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we'll be ready to plate here in a second. So, what can I say? If you want to pause it right now, yeah. So what I'm looking for is just for it to be a little softened up. Kind of just like use the backside of my nail to kind of push through it a little bit. If it feels like it's there, then I pull it off. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate up the dish. So I like to start by, I just grab simple plates with so sweet potatoes. It's important to taste everything before you plate it. Just to make sure you're kind of like the last line of defense before you send it out to the table. And those taste really nice. So. Kind of just create like a bit of a bed. Just a little bit of lemon, and then I have a little bit of micros. I just have some micro basil here, and the sauce is ready. So I just get rid of some of that thyme sprigs out of there, just because nobody wants to chew into it. That's it. That's branzino with broccolini, sweet potato, and a caper butter sauce. Thank you so much.